Yes, but you know what else I'd fucking buy if I had the money?
What would that be?
Deathclaw, because it's fucking tight, and then I don't have to buy a dog.
You see, I don't really consider a Deathclaw a feasible pet, if I'm being honest.
I will tell you how they can be a feasible pet.
Well, shoot, give it to me.
They are large, agile, strong specimens. They are mutated of the Jackson's chameleon, created through genetic engineering with DNA of various other species. Through mutation, most of them lost their color-changing abilities because of them being chameleons, right? Mm-hmm. Originally created before the Great War by the government and the U.S. military they were a supplement for human troops after the bombs fell. The master refined the Deathclaw's genes with FEV. The results were incredibly fast, powerful, and almost intelligent. Despite 5 games worth of lore and the origins that had to do with the master, Deathclaws apparently are quite common in Appalachia in 2102. Fallout 1 doesn't take place to 2161, and I remember hearing that Deathclaws in Fallout 1 were supposed to be looked at as like this mythical kind of, not experience, but like...
It's like the Bigfoot of the enemies in Fallout.
Yeah, like when you found one, it was special. Mm-hmm. And then they were there, but they weren't really there, and if they were there, it was most likely due to Mariposa. But only 25 years after the fucking bombs dropped, apparently they're all over in Appalachia, so...
We know how that be.
So, fuck lore, right?
You know, I mean, this is episode 75. I'm not sure what we're doing for the next episode, but... Yeah. We'll burn that bridge when Bethesda gets to it.
Yeah, if they get to it. So, some of their biology. They're humpbacked bipedal, I love that word, reptilian build with long humanoid arms. They're 9 to 10 feet tall. On average, they have a thick, resilient hide, powerful muscles, 12-inch razor-sharp claws, excellent sense of smell and hearing, yet they have poor eyesight. They seem to have some sort of social intelligence, possibly able to understand the concept of selfless helpfulness to an extent. Sometimes they have a recognition for... sometimes they recognize and reciprocate to other species outside of their own. That's just kind of a quick overview. I don't like using my phone or looking at the website for the lore, the notes, whatever. But if I've learned anything from the first week of Monster Month, I'm not fucking writing down as much as there is. So if you excuse me.
Like, I'm looking at all the different variants of Deathclaw, and there are a ton.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go through just all of them from every game, and then we'll kind of go into what makes them kind of cool.
I'm sure they're going to be sprinkled throughout the screen like you do with most monster variants.
Yeah. I actually really enjoy, like, I don't know if you watched last week's lore, but, like, I enjoyed editing everybody coming in and, like...
you just stuck a person here, you stuck a person there.
And now there's a fucking guy on the west wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me one sec. So, okay. Fallout 1, you have Deathclaw, Deathclaw spawn, Mother Deathclaw. Fallout 2, you have Deathclaw, Deathclaw spawn, Mother Deathclaw, Tough Deathclaw, Intelligent, and Albino. Fallout 3, you have Deathclaw and Enslaved Deathclaw. That's it. Which, honestly, probably makes the most amount of sense for it being 3, because, hey, these really shouldn't be here, and if they are here, they're extremely rare. I don't know about you, but the first time I ever played 3, I didn't run into Deathclaws till, like, hundreds of hours after I'd beaten the game.
Yeah, I kept hearing about, like, Deathclaws, whether it be, like, on, like, the radio station or, like, from friends, like, oh, have you seen a Deathclaw? The only place I saw a Deathclaw in Fallout 3 was Old Olney.
Yep.
Because someone told me that they were there.
Yeah, I very, very rarely ever saw them. There's one that sometimes shows up outside the Super Duper Mart.
Really?
Yeah, but see what I mean? Like, they're not supposed to be everywhere. They're supposed to be rare on the East Coast. Like, I can understand more, like, 2277, 2287, like, maybe there's a little bit more. They had a chance to kind of migrate east, but, like, they still wouldn't be rampant.
In our case.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like Gator Claws, like, really? Fallout New Vegas has Deathclaws, babies, young, blind, Deathclaw alpha male, Deathclaw mother, legendaries. Then there's a radiated and stripe, which is a unique variant. In Fallout 4, you have the Deathclaw, the alpha, the glowing, the the matriarch, the savage, the albino, the chameleon, and the mythic. In 76...
What's the mythic? I don't remember that one.
I don't remember what they look like, but I will click on the picture and tell you. They look like regular Deathclaws, but I think they're a little bigger. In Fallout in 76, you have a Deathclaw. Oh my god. Hold on.
Okay, the only thing about mythics is they're like level. They start at like level 91, and they can't be affected by a Wasteland Whisperer. That's the only thing that makes them special.
Oh wow.
But like, still, that's pretty powerful.
Well, 76 has the Alpha, the Matriarch, the Savage, the Albino, the Chameleon, the Mythic, the Glowing, the Scorched, and the Prime. Fallout Tactics has the Hairy Deathclaw, and I'll put a picture of what that looks like. It's fucking funny.
It's weird.
Yeah. They have, for Brotherhood of Steel, there's Experimental, Baby, Elder, Chameleon, Adolescent, and Mother. Experimental Deathclaw. For Fallout Shelter, there's Deathclaw, Alpha, and Enclave, and then Van Buren, as far as we know, just had one single Deathclaw type of just being a Deathclaw.
Keeping it simple.
The most common, the Deathclaw itself, the most common type of Deathclaw, these exist throughout the Wasteland, and they are feared throughout, as mentioned above. They are highly difficult to defeat due to their high health, high movement speed, and lethal melee attacks. The social nature aids to their... It's not uncommon to encounter large groups of Deathclaws, 3 or 4. Did I miss notes? Yeah, I missed notes. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, like the biology section?
Yeah, I missed more out of the biology section than I had written down. I skipped a total page.
No biggie.
I'm going to track it back just a little bit, and we'll go back to... This is more of just regular Deathclaw stuff. They are very large and aggressive. They are territorial and carnivorous. They're in packs anywhere from 8 to 20-ish, led by an alpha male, and the alpha male is the only one who is allowed to mate with the females. They are oviparous, Oviparous, meaning they come from eggs. Eggs are usually laid in a dark, sheltered location, fiercely guarded by the mothers. The young reach maturity under the care of their parents, and they follow them closely until they can fend for themselves. Although they don't have vocal cords, they can still growl and shout, and some have been known to actually repeat what they hear like parrots.
See, I think that's very interesting.
Yeah, I apologize that I missed all that.
When have you ever encountered one that has like speech patterns? Is that like
Never.
a special rare one maybe?
I was trying to think of this. I don't think I ever remember finding one that could talk or even say anything or like mumble something at me. I don't know if maybe there's like a special encounter somewhere.
Maybe it's like a wild wasteland or something.
Maybe I was thinking about it, but I couldn't think of anything.
Well, there's one that has the special name from Big Mountain. Maybe that's one.
Maybe that's it. So hold on, I just read you about regular Deathclaws. We're going to talk about mother Deathclaws. Female Deathclaws, also called mothers or matriarchs, are fewer in number. Only one female is in the pack. Only one female is the pack mother at any given time, with another female taking her place when she dies. Mother Deathclaws can be distinguished by the males by their dark blue colored, barbed tails, back-swept horns. They also seem to have bloated abdomen, presumably from eggs, and are generally larger in normal size than Deathclaw. If her young are killed, she will go into an uncontrollable rage, killing anything nearby, including other Deathclaw. And I like that those are like fucking beefy, like they look scary, and then I like how babies just don't have horns.
Yeah.
Baby Deathclaws are the smallest and the weakest form of Deathclaws, and they will tend to stay close to follow their mothers and protect her when she's either threatened or attacked. If the mother is killed, the baby Deathclaws will surround her body and attempt to protect her. Wow, if the babies are killed, the mother goes into a frenzy, like I just said. There's intelligent Deathclaws. Now, these are from Fallout 2. This might be what we're thinking of.
Yeah, probably.
In 2235, the Enclave captured many Deathclaws and exposed them to FEV. This boosted their intelligence, giving them the ability to talk with varying degrees of... What is that word? Smartness and articulation. This subspecies was highly intelligent, but the equivalent of an 8-year-old. Ooh, wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. With some even
Yeah.
being on par with average adult humans. Their learning capacity was very high, and they were capable of abstract thought and reasoning. Imagine a Deathclaw just sitting
Oh
around
my
going,
god.
"What does it mean to be alive?" Like,
I just can't imagine a Deathclaw with the ability to reason. Like that's some real terrifying shit.
they call me a Deathclaw. Why can't I be a Birthclaw? Like, just although they didn't have vocal cords, the Deathclaws seemed to mimic human speech in the same way that a parrot does. Socially, they had rigid say it
Hierarchical.
hierarchical. That's how you say it. That sounds wrong.
It sounds wrong, but it's right.
Peaceful pack-based ethic code. They were extremely loyal to the pack as a whole, treating it as a family unit rather than having individual families. Fighting within a pack are unheard of. Is unheard of? I think it should be is unheard of.
Yeah.
And the pack leader controls many aspects of life, such as choosing and matching female to male Deathclaws for reproduction. Oddly enough, the Deathclaws are not subject to sterility. Sterility?
Yeah.
Sterility. That just sounds wrong. From FEV exposure, this trait is not explained.
At least they're honest.
Albinos, it's just an extremely rare Deathclaw. Only one Goris, Goris, has been spotted. Goris has been spotted in New California. His albinism is due to a different mutation in FEV, making his hide completely dark gray, instead of the earth tone color like the other Deathclaws, and his eyes are red. He wears a hood. I don't remember ever seeing him. A hood and cloak to disguise himself amongst human, but he removes it during combat. Whoa, hold a fucking second.
Yeah, this is like cool as shit.
What the fuck? This is super dope. Who from the town of Arroyo? Every time I hear Arroyo or look at Arroyo, I can picture Ron Perlman saying it.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this guy. That's neat as fuck.
That's so cool. He has a cloak.
He's just like, I've seen some shit.
I'm the seer of the wasteland.
Do you remember the first time you found one of the Oasis people?
Yes.
I remember the first time I found him. I was like, "Why do you have a thing on? Why do you have a thing on?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
See, I hope you don't gloss over the next sentence in the albino Deathclaw, because that's even cooler.
It's like not on here right now. Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Do you want me to say it?
No, hold on. Wait, fuck. He also has what? He also has a telepathic sense of connecting him with his brothers, as seen as when the Enclave attack in Vault 13. What the fuck?
Yeah, this guy's boosted.
What the fuck?
Goris is the man.
We're doing an episode on Goris.
Yeah, we got
Goris is the fucking man. What the fuck? How did I not know about this guy?
Yeah.
Hold on, but he removes his cloak during combat. He also has a telepathical sense connecting him with his brothers, as seen... When?
I don't know.
Because that's in the beginning of the game. In the beginning of Fallout 2, you see the Enclave, like, and then, like, rip through. Wow.
Damn. Maybe is it towards the end?
I'm going to look it up. The albino Deathclaw can be seen in Fallout 4's Glowing Sea. However, it serves as a leveled variant of the Deathclaw, unlike Goris. They have pale skin, and they do not increase intelligence. Okay, that's enough. Now, these are Enclave Deathclaws. These Deathclaws are equipped with mind control headgear that allows the Enclave soldiers to mind control who the Deathclaw's target is. If the player cripples their headgear, the Deathclaw will frenzy. They will attack any non-Enclave personnel, including other Deathclaws. They can, however, be temporarily controlled with the Deathclaw Control Scrambler, which can be obtained after installing Broken Steel. They are frequently found in cages near Enclave patrols in the Capital Wasteland, and are often released if the patrol is engaged in battle. Enclave Deathclaws may sometimes even respawn after their Enclave masters have been killed. An Enclave Deathclaw is in the cage will be set loose by the nearest Enclave officer if under attack. I'm not going to read young Deathclaws because it's just babies again.
Yeah, it's just babies again.
Blind Deathclaws. Like, I hope this gives a little... I've never understood why they're blind. Blind Deathclaws are a variant found within the Mojave Wasteland and appear in both adult and baby form. Although they are not able to see, they have superb hearing, actually having a higher perception than normal Deathclaws. They have a higher perception than normal Deathclaws, which makes approaching them unnoticed very difficult, if not impossible. But
I don't remember encountering blind Deathclaws.
I do, and I remember being like, but why are they blind? Like, did they look at an eclipse? Were they born that way?
Maybe they were just scratched by a neighboring tribe. Who knows?
I don't know. Glowing Deathclaws are found in the Commonwealth and Appalachia. They're a highly irradiated version of normal Deathclaws. A green light emits from inside of their body, and they inflict radiation damage on top of normal Deathclaws' basic damage. Deathclaw Alpha Male. Or as I like to call him, the Fuckbringer.
He is the Fuckbringer.
The Alpha Deathclaw is second only to the legendary Deathclaw in power. The Alpha Deathclaw is much different in appearance, being darker in color and having large horns. The legendary Deathclaw. This is the Fuckbringer 2, Electric Boogaloo. The legendary Deathclaw is the biggest and most lethal Deathclaw in the Mojave. It is somewhat larger than normal Deathclaws, and also has grayer skin, expanded horns, and fangs. It is located in the final area of Deadwind Cavern, home to many other Deathclaws. It and other Deathclaws located in Deadwind Cavern have amassed quite a collection of loot from the would-be hunters, including Mercy, a unique grenade machine gun found near the legendary Deathclaw on a dead Brotherhood of Steel Paladin. In Fallout 4, they appear in the Commonwealth with similar strengths and abilities to one found in the Mojave, but always drop a rare item which can be recovered on their corpse. They appear frequently if the difficulty is set higher or the player is traveling into the Glowing Sea.
I remember meeting the Fuckbringer 2 in the Glowing Sea.
Yes.
Do not recommend.
Not a fan. Here's one that I love.
This is the cool one.
Yeah, the hairy Deathclaw. He looks like a Sasquatch man.
That's a Squatch.
All right, get the fuck out of here. Deathclaw subspecies. A Deathclaw subspecies living in the area of former states of Illinois, Missouri, and Kansas develop patches of fur to better cope with the cold climate. However, since reptiles are cold-blooded and produce very little of their own body heat, a real-world reptile with fur would actually freeze to death. Furthermore, some of them were noted to be capable of speech as early as 2197, which means that they probably developed speech through spontaneous mutation or were experimented on by someone other than the Enclave. Another possibility is that they were designed to have an intellect and ability to speak before the Great War. The hairy Deathclaw are more matriarchal. I fucking hate words like this. Matriarchal. How do you say that? Am I saying it correctly?
Matriarchal.
Then if you hear me struggling, fucking help me. Then
I tried my best.
New California, Capital Wasteland, and Mojave counterparts. With infants, these Deathclaws are less hairy and seem to be absolutely unintelligent, behaving like an animal or simply following the adults. They presumably become self-aware when they grow up, and that is from Tactics.
So
it might not be canon. Here's another one that's fucking... He looks super baller. The experimental Deathclaw. Doesn't he look awesome? He looks like the fucking tank from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, damn. This guy looks cool as hell.
This is from Brotherhood of Steel.
BOS,
so this is the fucking... The Xbox game that nobody likes. In the Secret Vault, a Vault-Tec installation which serves as the company's ticket to a life after the apocalypse, aside from many scientific projects that were to ensure the company's power. Some research with radioactive materials and FEV took place. When the Brotherhood of Steel Initiative visited the vault, he encountered a unique variant of the beast known all over the waste. Vault-Tec scientists apparently obtained a sample of the Deathclaw bioweapon and tried to improve it using FEV radiation and technology. Whoa, is he a half a cyborg? That's fucking tight.
Whoa.
The resulting new species became larger, stronger, gaining extra muscle mass and a type of exoskeleton with many protruding spikes. However, the mutation led them to become blind, leaving the Deathclaws to rely on their other senses. the longer they live, the bigger they become. Oh my god. So the mutation and the FEV effect could very similar be to that of the Capital Wasteland super mutants. The eggs of these Deathclaws are so unique. Or, I'm sorry, are also unique as they appear more like a pile of flesh. Nearly the same size as a human. Oh my god.
Like a birthing sack. Ugh.
I just realized I haven't been on screen. I apologize. There's also experimental elders, which I'm not going to...
This is definitely way different than the run-of-the-mill Deathclaw.
There's experimental chameleons. They just go invisible. There's experimental adolescents and experimental mothers. Stripe. Stripe is a unique creature. This is from New Vegas.
Yeah.
Stripe is a unique creature with the appearance of an original Deathclaw, significantly smaller than other Deathclaws found in the Wasteland. He appears only in New Vegas' add-on Old World Blues. If the Courier has the Wild Wasteland trait, despite his size, he still has the same stats as the full-scale Deathclaw Alpha Male. Then there's one for Nuka World, and there's a Quantum one, but I think this is cut content. Yeah, so it doesn't exist. And somebody once told me that there was supposed to be a Nuka or Quantum one in 76. They did some data.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much everything on the Deathclaw.
Yo, check out the
I just put my phone down.
fun facts.
Where? I didn't see fun facts.
Or the behind the scenes.
Where is that?
It's at the bottom of the page. I want to read something kind of cool.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
According to the Fallout Bible, after a Dungeons & Dragons computer game made by Interplay was canceled, Deathclaws were modeled visually on the Tarrasques of the D&D canon, as a Tarrasque clay model was already made. However, according to Chris Taylor, while they do look Tarrasque-like, it was not intentional, and the clay model was supposed to be a Deathclaw from the start. I'm actually going to send you a picture of what the model... Did you see it?
Of the Tarrasque?
Yeah, of what it intended to be for the canceled game.
No, there's pictures down below. If you scroll down, it shows it.
Oh, wait, is there?
Yeah. Fallout and Fallout 2, there's pictures of like the Deathclaw was like almost looked like a bear, and then there's two pictures of the clay model. I wonder who owns that.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. And I mean, if you look at what I just opened up the Tarrasque page on
they look very similar. I wish there was a better picture of it
on Wikipedia. Here, I'll send it to you in Host Lounge so you have it for the edit.
No, I have it. I just wish there was more.
Sorry, so you have it for the edit. Here, check this out. This is what they looked like.
I know. I was looking at that picture.
Holy shit, like, that kind of looks like a Deathclaw.
Yeah? Wow, that's really cool.
That's really cool, yeah.
They're neat creatures. What's our time looking like?
Our time, we are 30 minutes in.
Wow. No, they're neat creatures, and they have a lot of lore.
Surprisingly, actually.
Yeah, I wish they wouldn't just fucking throw them in anywhere.
Yeah, I wish they were a bit more special. Like in the newer games, they're definitely kind of meant to be like gates for parts of the map that are supposed to be high level.
Not even that. They're just there because, ooh, this is recognizable. It's like, let's just throw the Brotherhood in.
Yeah.
You know, Maxon stood on the West Coast his entire life. Yeah, he's in Appalachia. Yeah, of course. Yeah.